Hey there, welcome back to Angry Bird. Again, I'm just gonna rant on billionaires, man. I'm gonna rant on you guys because you guys got blokes like me, blokes like me out there, fist pumping for you, fist pumping like, no, 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 you guys are good people. You guys are geniuses. You guys are all great, and it's fucking like it's just I don't know how you do it, guys. If you're me and you're an average bloke out there and you're in the bottom 98% of us, I would say probably the top 2%, you're just a different class of citizen, but I'd say probably about the not bottom 98%. We live on a different planet than these people. And this is kind of how they do it, man. This is kind of how it happens. All right. If you take 10 people, all right, and you're the boss of 10, not rewind it back. You're by yourself. And you go out there and you put your hands together and you do as much work as you can every single day, as hard as you can all day long, right? You make X amount of dollars. Let's just say whatever that amount is just we'll just count it as one. Okay? So every day you go out there, you make one. Now you're the boss. You got 10 guys. Now you got guys out there, each one of them making one each. Okay? So now, if you're working and they're all working, you're probably not now, but that would be 11, right? If you just kind of add up all the units, if everyone did the same amount, it's 11 units of work. The way the owner extracts wealth and power, or I'm sorry, extracts money off of that force is they have to provide a couple different things have to happen. One is whatever that person does for the owner, that it has to be less than what's coming in. So there's an actual profit somewhere in there. You can't run a business negative, and there's going to be a lot of people arguing a lot of points about you can't run a business negative. And they try to equate that with the government, but that's a different topic. But you can't run a business negative because you go out of business. You can't run a government for profit because it hurts people. A government has to be enough, is what a government needs to equate to. A business has to be run to survive. A government has to run to provide. It's a whole different ballgame, but that's why it's a whole different topic. But if you take a little extraction, a little bit, just a fraction off of 10 people, okay, you become significantly richer than the 10, especially if you're doing work too, right? And that's kind of how the owner kind of gets more than the rest of the people. They extract the money off the workforce. So the workforce is building up ever more money rolling in, and so as long as that money exceeds the amount you're paying those guys, you are making more money, right? And you can't pay them 100%. Like when you were doing it, you're out there by yourself, you're getting 100%. You can't give the guys 100%. If you give the guys 100%, then what's in it for you? You're out there hustling and bustling, and you're providing work for 10 guys. And if you give them 100% of all of it, then you just did you spun your wheels for their livelihood, right? So it makes sense. You extract a little bit off of that. It just makes sense. So if you grow a company and you start out by yourself, and then you get 10 guys, and then you get to 20, then you get to 100, there reaches a point where you got such a large force under you that you're extracting off of so many people, a little bit again, just a little bit, but off of so many people, that you accumulate a lot of wealth relatively fast if you're making it off the backs of other people. I hope that makes sense. You're extracting a little bit off the top of everybody that's working. Okay? And you're supposed to, because you're the guy, right? You're supposed to be the guy anyway that's out there pushing and driving your company and spinning the wheels and getting your guys work. And because you're getting all the team work and they're all making money, you're supposed to be rewarded for it. That's kind of how the system's set up. And it makes sense until it doesn't. Okay? And when doesn't it make sense? So that's when billionaires start getting made. How does that happen? Well, what happens is you the owner, you get 100 employees and you get all this money. And then you buy another business. Now you got 200. You got 100 and 100. And you got it wealth growing in both places. Now you got all this money now. Dude, man, I got to get another 100 people. And another 100. And another 100, another 100, another 100. So on and so forth. And so long as that number keeps growing and growing and growing and growing, and you're extracting that wealth off of all those backs, you will become a billionaire. That's one way. Okay? There's the people that will argue with me that that's not how wealth is made. That's not, you got to invest and earn and compound and everything grows from there. And 1 minute. The problem with that argument is all that money came from somewhere. The wealth came from somewhere. It came off the backs of somebody. The profits made in those companies that you own, that you've compounded all your wealth on, came off the backs of somebody within a company somewhere. You're stripping the money off the backs of the people. And so, let's say we lived in a world where everybody lived really well. Really fucking well. We all had medical. We all had as much schooling as we wanted. When I say as much as we wanted, there are people that are left behind, guys, that could have gone farther that can't because we don't provide them that opportunity to go to school. And that's fucking ridiculous, right? It just is. And, we got these guys out there that their empires have grown and grown and grown and grown and grown, and they're essentially kings now. They have so much control, so much power, so much extraction of wealth coming off the backs of so many people that their only motivation in life, there ain't nothing they can't do, right? There ain't nothing. The shit that entertains us, like, fuck, we gotta save. All right, finally we get to go. Fuck yeah. And we go and we're just having the time of our lives and shit. That's not what's fun for these people, man. That's not the entertainment. All they can think of is, how can I make more? And you can only reach a point of more, and then everyone starts getting hurt. Okay? And we are at that point where everyone's starting to get hurt. There's no more middle class money anymore to slap around and push the middle class down. Now there's nothing left. All that's left now is the services, and they're gutting them. The billionaires are they don't care if we get service. Why should they? They're billionaires. They live on a different world. They can get service whenever they want. They have unlimited resources to do lifetimes of shit. They're bored, man. All they can think about is fucking more. I don't know, look, there's probably billionaires out there that got it all figured out, man, and they're loved, and they got so much love in their life, and They're quiet or whatever, but that's not what I see. I see a bunch of people desperate, man. Just desperate to fucking stand out in that fucking group. And it's just mind-boggling. Because when will it be enough? When will there be enough suffering? So there's guys out there that don't understand economics in the same fashion I do. And they'll tell me, you're the guy that don't know. You don't get it, because you're not understanding how wealth is created. You're not understanding. I totally fucking get it though, man. It's the whole point. You got 0.01% owning like 15% of everything. Then between that and the next like 5%, that's like 70-80% of everything. And you get to the point where, don't quote me on those numbers, but the 14% is right. The 15% is right for that 0.01%. But you get to the point where there is nothing left. So how can they make more unless they cause pain? So the only way to get more is someone else has to go without. In a planet that we have, you cannot make a population of people that what they do is just expect more all the time. I mean, we're talking about some fucking like fat kid, and I'm sorry to say kid, but just think of the fattest kid. And he's out there looking at all these kids that are all starving, bone, skin dry, and he's out there stealing all their food and stuffing his face in front of them and laughing. That's a fucking billionaire class, man. That's what they fucking do. They walk around like, oh, worship us. Worship us. And it's like, you guys don't even have fucking love in your life. All you guys do is cause pain and suffering. People fucking hate you, man. And the ones that don't are just drinking Kool-Aid. People that understand what you are don't want you. We don't want you to fucking exist. We don't mind rich people. We don't. We think merit-based wealth is good. But merit-based because your great granddaddy struck oil. I mean, fuck all that, man. Like by now, what have you done? What have you done? What has your family fucking done except burn the fucking planet? You guys took all that fucking money you made off of oil and you went and you propagated alternative climate reasons to the public while insurance companies are out there fucking saying, no, climate change is real. Sorry if you don't fucking believe it. It's real. And they propagated it out, and that you got people out there chest thumping that climate change ain't real now. That's what fucking billionaires do, man. That's what fucking billionaires do. They got unlimited power, unchecked. What kind of shit is that, man? Where they know something bad's coming, and instead of saying that, they look at their pocketbooks and go, fuck, if everybody knows that shit, we're not going to make no money. Hey, let's spend a little bit of money and let's make up some bullshit. And let's get people's heads all twisted so we can make a little bit more money, a little bit longer. That's billionaires, man. That's billionaires. And it starts with one guy making it to 10, making it to 100, making it to 2, 3, 4. Before you know it, it's thousands. There's got to be a cutoff, man. And because you could just keep buying it at a certain point. You don't have to do no more work. It'd be different if you always had to work for it, man. It'd be totally fucking different. In a society where no matter what, you had to work for that shit. Dude, everybody would look at it and go, God, if I can work harder, I can get there too. And they would all just put in the work if they wanted it anyway. But that ain't what it is. It reaches a tipping point. They always say like the first million is the hardest. And then after that, it's just like everything just starts pumping in. So how do you get 50% of the fucking population that owns 24,900 in wealth to $1 million? You can't fucking do it is the point. They've already taken the means away from that group of people. Those people can't get businesses anymore. They can't grow companies and shit. The billionaires cut off all the advertisement means, jacked up the fucking cost so people can't get their own companies going. They're raping us. They're raping the planet. And they're out there bored to death and don't know what the fuck to do. And they just want more, man. Now they're buying up a government. They shouldn't exist. The way they extract wealth off the top is, again, one thing, if you're in the mix with the boys and the girls and everybody, and you're elbow to elbow with the guys and you're out there fucking getting it done. I respect that shit. But if you're out there and you reach the point where it's like, man, I don't have to do that shit now, and you start buying up a bunch of fucking other companies, what are you doing in society that's so good? What's your contribution? It's the dog licking its balls shit, man. It's because they can. What's stopping them from buying more and more and more and more? It's because they fucking can. Billionaires exist because they can. They shouldn't exist. We should put them out of fucking existence. Through taxes and otherwise. There should be accountability for that shit. You know, these guys out there that talk about, investing and shit. What do you think that shit is? What do you think you're investing in? It's an extraction of wealth off the fucking backs of somebody, man. That's why you guys got it all fucking twisted, man. I tried to explain it. If somebody works their ass off, 12 years fucking works their ass off, they don't even come close. And then they spend their whole lives working. They don't even come fucking close to a starting position of one of these blokes, man. And you guys are out there chest thumping it. You're like asking to be fleeced. You are fucking like, what are you doing? Are you bootlicking for billionaires, honestly? Are you bootlicking for them? What do you think they need? What's funny to me, man, is when a billionaire asks for donations and then people just send money out, like no comprehension of the math there. No comprehension. They say they needed it, so I wrote a check. They shouldn't exist. Think about that, man. How they manipulate that shit. Then they go and like they go and tweet something, right? So they go and convince you you're the guy they're after anyway. You're the guy they fucking keep fucking over. You know you are. They just fucking they get you to go buy their shit, right? Stock, product, whatever the fuck they're selling. Because you trust them. They're billionaires. Oh, man, they know shit. Woo, billionaires. You buy their shit, right? Or buy their stock or whatever. And then they go out there and tweet some bullshit. And your shit will crash and rise. And you fucking don't know it. Up, down, left, right. And you pull your money out and you got less than you started. And they stole it from you, man, over a tweet. That's their power, man. There's people out there that say, Angry Bird, you're jealous of billionaires. You're jealous. I can't be jealous, man. I don't want that power. I don't care to have it. I don't care to hurt other people. Everyone under my watch, I want to see happy and successful. Billionaires don't look at people the way I look at people. Billionaires look at people like, what have you fucking done for me lately? No, you ain't done shit. Get out of here then. That's how they see it. I look at it like, hey, you ain't done that much. What's going on? Anything I can help you with? There's a fucking difference, man. Billionaires shouldn't exist, man. You fucking know they shouldn't. And everybody that's chest something that they should, they missed all of it, man. Everything that you were ever supposed to be fucking taught, you missed it. Because if you care about anybody next to you, then billionaires shouldn't fucking exist. All right, love y'all. Take care.